did this paper have to be that difficult?
At the moment is that this year is the introduction of the usage of calculator. So in paper 1 they're not supposed to use, in paper 2 they are supposed to use. So I presume that they now, with the emphasis of taking the mental calculation and the calculation out from there, more thinking questions are being injected into the papers. And also the usual type of questions that from previous year, now it comes out a new sets whereby the students actually have not been exposed. So they're finding it more difficult.
So you're saying it's more difficult. Did it have to be, yes or no?
As a parent, of course, my son who attempted the questions, going there with heart that he's able to do well, and I think coming up he's not able to do some of the questions.
But I mean, of course, as a parent, you hope the paper is a bit easier so your son will do well.
Yes,
but from an educational point of view, did the paper have to be difficult?
This year's paper is really quite difficult. They have questions that are one after another. They are difficult to solve problems. I think the rationale behind it is to actually differentiate the different abilities of students, to differentiate those who are high ability from those who have average ability.
That's right. Because, I mean, the very definition of an examination means it should be difficult, right? I mean, what's the psychological impact on a child when a paper is too difficult for them to tackle?
Adrian, your son is 8. He's heading towards this.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's going to come.
What is the psychological impact on a child?
Well, I mean, to answer your first question, did it have to be that difficult? I think no. I think it was too difficult. Because if it's so difficult that most of the kids can't do it and most people get it wrong, then the exam doesn't serve its purpose because everybody's getting it wrong. Psychological impacts, I mean, we read about kids crying and parents weeping and much gnashing of teeth. But I think that we know it demoralizes the child, you know. It makes parents neurotic. You know? And if you're on the brink, in other words, you're somebody who's really prone to stress, this is the thing that's going to tip you over.